Across the ages, humanity has sought to define greatness. Is it in the power we wield, the dreams we chase, or perhaps something deeper? Hello, and welcome back to Echoes Till Infinity, where we explore timeless wisdom to inspire a life of purpose and fulfillment. Today we're reflecting on a quote that speaks deeply to the essence of our character, our values, and ultimately our happiness. The quote is, "If there be any truer measure of a man than what he does, it must be what he gives." These words remind us of the power of generosity and the impact of giving. Although the author of this quote isn't widely known, its message has been embraced across cultures, religions, and philosophies for centuries. It reflects a universal truth. While our actions define our abilities, it's our generosity, our willingness to give, that defines our character. In the next few minutes, we'll explore the meaning of this quote, examine how it has been embraced historically, and uncover practical ways we can apply this wisdom in our contemporary lives to live more meaningful, fulfilled, and ultimately happier lives. Throughout history, the importance of giving has been emphasized by leaders, philosophers, and spiritual guides. In ancient civilizations, generosity was not only a virtue but a responsibility. In ancient Greece, philosophers like Aristotle discussed the concept of eudaimonia, or human flourishing, which emphasized the idea that true happiness comes not from what we get, but from what we contribute to society. In religious teachings as well, the act of giving is seen as a path to personal growth. In the Bible, it is said it is more blessed to give than to receive. From this perspective, we see that giving has always been seen as a noble act, one that brings both personal joy and social harmony. This quote captures this age-old wisdom, reminding us that beyond all our accomplishments, it is our capacity to give that truly defines us. Let's break down the quote itself to understand its essence. If there be any truer measure of a man than what he does, this part suggests that our actions are indeed one measure of who we are. What we do every day, the goals we achieve, and the responsibilities we fulfill are all important. These actions demonstrate our skills, our intelligence, and our work ethic. They are visible representations of our capabilities. But then the quote moves into something deeper. It must be what he gives. Here we're taken beyond the realm of accomplishment into the realm of character. Giving isn't about what we do for recognition, reward, or status. It's about what we offer from a place of compassion, empathy, and kindness. In this sense, giving is the truest measure of a person's heart. Think about it. Giving often involves sacrifice. When we give time, energy, or resources to help someone else, we're not just showcasing our ability to help, we're expressing our willingness to place someone else's needs above our own. This act of giving is what elevates us, showing that we are more than just what we achieve. We are what we contribute to the well-being of others. In today's fast-paced, competitive world, this quote is especially relevant. Modern society often encourages us to measure our success by how much we achieve, accumulate, or accomplish. We live in an era of productivity where our worth is often quantified by our job titles, salaries, or achievements. But this quote challenges that mindset. It invites us to consider a different measure of success, one rooted in generosity, selflessness, and kindness. It asks us to redefine success not by what we have, but by what we're willing to share with others. Let's think of it this way. Many of the people we admire most aren't necessarily those who have achieved the most, but those who have given the most. Consider philanthropists like Mother Teresa, who devoted her life to caring for the poor, or Nelson Mandela, who gave years of his life to fight for justice. These individuals remind us that while achievements can be impressive, it's the impact of our generosity that truly inspires others. So, how can we apply this wisdom to our own lives? How can embracing a spirit of giving bring us closer to happiness and personal growth? Firstly, when we give, we experience what psychologists call the helper's high. Studies have shown that acts of kindness and generosity release endorphins and other feel-good hormones in our brains, making us happier. When we give, we not only benefit others, but also nurture our own sense of joy and fulfillment. This is a powerful reminder that giving doesn't just benefit the receiver, it also enriches the giver. Furthermore, giving builds connections. In our relationships, acts of generosity foster trust, empathy, and mutual respect. Whether we're giving our time, offering support, or simply listening, these small acts of kindness help strengthen our bonds with others, making our relationships more fulfilling and meaningful. Lastly, giving cultivates gratitude. When we give, we're reminded of the abundance in our own lives. We become more aware of the blessings we have and more grateful for the ability to share them with others. This gratitude, in turn, enhances our overall sense of well-being. To illustrate this further, let's look at a few modern examples of people who embody the spirit of this quote. Take Bill Gates, for example. Known for his achievements in technology, Bill Gates could have simply focused on accumulating wealth. Instead, he chose to use his success to give back. Through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, he has dedicated billions of dollars to health, education, and poverty alleviation. Bill Gates has said that his greatest joy now comes not from his accomplishments in tech, but from his contributions to improving lives. Or think about Malala Yousafzai. After surviving a tragic attack, Malala could have focused on her own recovery and personal life. Instead, she chose to give her voice to the cause of girls' education. She became an advocate for millions of girls around the world, demonstrating that true greatness isn't just about surviving, but about giving strength and hope to others. These people remind us that while individual success can be fulfilling, it's the impact of giving that brings true meaning and inspiration to our lives. Now, you might be wondering, how can I apply this quote to my own life? Here are a few practical tips to help us embrace a spirit of giving. First, start small. You don't have to be a millionaire to make a difference. Acts of giving can be as simple as offering your time, lending a helping hand, or even sharing a smile. Small gestures can have a big impact. Second, practice gratitude. Take time to reflect on the blessings in your life. When you feel grateful for what you have, giving becomes a natural response. You realize that by sharing your blessings, you're contributing to a more compassionate world. Third, give without expectations. True giving isn't about receiving something in return. When we give without expecting anything back, we experience a sense of freedom and joy that is deeply fulfilling. Lastly, involve others. Encourage family, friends, or colleagues to join you in acts of giving. This not only amplifies the impact, but also creates a community of generosity and kindness. In conclusion, if there be any truer measure of a man than what he does, it must be what he gives isn't just a quote. It's a guide to living a meaningful, purposeful life. It reminds us that beyond our achievements, beyond our success, our true legacy lies in our ability to give. So let's take this wisdom to heart. Let's strive to measure our lives not just by what we do, but by what we're willing to share. Let's make generosity a part of our journey, knowing that in giving we receive the greatest gift of all, a life filled with purpose, joy, and lasting happiness. Thank you for joining me on Echoes Till Infinity. May we all find joy in giving, and may our lives echo with the impact of our kindness and generosity. Kindly share and subscribe, and turn on the notification button to be notified immediately a new video drops. See you in the next video.